So, for the first time ever, I actually went to a Melee tournament. Thankfully it was through Slippi, and thank you very much to the Super Smash Bros. Chile server, because they hosted this tournament. It was free to entry, so obviously I had to give it a try. And it was really fun, I'll put that right now, so I wanted to, make a video about my experience, my short tournament experience, because of course it was short. So, first match, right? I was super nervous. It was the same day I had an exam too, so it was really funny. I finished the exam, I passed, thank you. And then I was like, oh shit, the tournament, oh my god. So, first match, right? I never used Smash GG, so I had a little bit of technical difficulties. I didn't know I had to let the page know I was there, so I took a little bit longer. Sorry to my first opponent, but yeah, the match never happened because we had very high ping. The rules said you had to have like 120 or less, and we had like 170, so it was like, oh, okay, we can't play this. And the admin is like, okay, so you're from Argentina, he's from Chile, so let's test your ping, right? Which makes sense, yeah, that's reasonable, they're in their country, so obviously the one that's further away will have more issues. When the TO comes with me, we direct connect through Slippi, and the ping's perfectly fine. It's 30 ping, it's like, holy shit, wow, this connection is amazing, what the hell's going on the other end? So, they DQ me. They DQ me because they say the other dude has better chances of a better connection because he's in Chile. That's fine, that's okay, but at that point I did start to feel a little bit demoralized because I was like, oh, okay, so I'm in losers, that's fine, I don't mind, but it was like, man, what if I get the high ping again and they DQ me again, and oh, and then I have to stay in this server and I'll be known as the high ping dude. So, it wasn't a good first impression on my end. Like, nothing against the guys, it was just me being like, oh, the ping, god damn it, dude. But then in losers, I actually get to play the match. So, here's where we get into a little bit of a little thing, right? So, through this channel you saw me play a lot of Luigi and Marth. And occasionally some Samus, occasionally some Ganon for the memes. But it's Luigi and Marth, right? Those are like my top two characters. So part of me is like, okay, I want to leave an impact in some form by playing Luigi, and honestly Luigi is like the character I feel very comfortable with. The wave dashing, the nair, the wave dashing to down smash, the occasional misfire, the down beats. I feel relatively comfortable with Luigi. So he's a very high, solid choice, right? But then you look at Marth, who's the second best character in the game, right? He has answers for everything, he can do anything you want, he can kill at like 20 Yoshi's Island if he wants. So it's like, huh, do I go with the obvious top tier, who has a lot of tools? Or do I go with my mid-tier boy, who I feel very comfortable with, but he is not as good, he can get easily gimped? What do I do? What choice, Luigi? Yeah, I went with Luigi because, I don't know, nothing wrong with Marth, I love Marth, he's very fun to play, but Luigi's Luigi. Like, what if I win a match with Luigi against a top tier? What would that say about me? Like, yeah, there are many good Marth players, but how many good Luigi players are there? I'm not saying I'm good, but what if I showcase Luigi and like they think I have potential, or that was like my crazy idea. In the end, I feel like looking back, it's like, yeah, I have played more Luigi, and I feel like I can sort of deal with that. And if I lose, I can just excuse it with it being Luigi instead of Marth, right? No, but it was a hard choice, but eventually I was like, let's do it for the content, let's do it for the funnies, and I also like Luigi, so it's not like I'm picking Bowser or anything, right? So, my actual proper first match is against a Falco, and the wildest thing happened. Right, like, holy shit, I won a tournament match, right? Like, holy, whoa, what the hell? we both played fairly well, I feel like. I recorded the matches specifically with Facecam so you can see my reactions. I feel like that was very important because honestly, during the match and after like the little moments between each match while you are banning stages and whatever, I started to analyze my matches, my content, and I'm not usually one to do that. Like, it's crazy that that's the first time I do it properly. Like, I was taking it more seriously than I thought I would. And it was getting me results. It was very fun, a very nice change of pace instead of just being like, oh, I'm gonna get shined again. Oh, here we go. And it's like, no, I saw progress. I saw potential, you know? Again, I'm not saying I'm good, but that was probably the best I've ever played. And it was really fun to see. It was really cool to see. So, it's interesting because it was Yoshi's story, so I was like, okay. I saw between Yoshi's Story and Yoshi's Island. I think it's called Yoshi's Story, but I call it Yoshi's Island. It's just muscle memory. I'm sorry. So I was like, okay, yeah, this stage is good for Luigi. Like, my brain was like, you usually don't be at the ledge and die, but the blast zones are really close, and Luigi has strong moves sometimes, like forward air and down smash, and if you can land it, a forward smash. So it's like, okay, this is a good stage for me. Then I didn't know what other stages to pick. That's something I will touch a little bit later. So I win the first match, right? And then they pull something that I did not expect, which honestly, Luigi struggles a lot with projectiles, and I think this guy knew, because they picked Young Link, and a lot of their gameplay was arrow, boomerang, bombs, which makes sense, that's perfectly fine. That's your setup into your strong moves, like down air, right? That's perfectly fine, but since this was also in Yoshi's story, yeah, Luigi just dies. So yeah, I couldn't adapt to the Young Link. That's something I always struggle with Luigi. It's just I cannot adapt to projectiles. I absolutely cannot beat projectiles. I think that's just a Luigi thing. Maybe using more Fireball would have been a good idea, looking back. So yeah, that's 1-1, so game 3 decides who passes to the next round in losers. And honestly, I never cared much about like stage picking. I honestly never saw the value. But since this is when I started to doubt, I'm like, should I pull the Marth? Like, they changed to Youngling, should I change to Marth? Should I get the top tier and, you know, forward smash or something, or get the cheese, right? The Marth cheese. And my brain just stuck with Luigi. I was just having so much fun with Luigi that I decided to stay with Luigi. Might as well, right? But I think that eventually costed me the set, sadly. Not only that, not only the not changing character. Not saying like outside of Marth being better than Luigi. I think at that point they knew how my Luigi played, so they knew me. But I didn't know what they would do either with Young Link or Falco, because I only had one match with each. And I'm not usually a guy that knows about matchup knowledge, so it's not like, oh, I know what Falco will do. Like, I know what Falco will do. That doesn't mean I know how to counter it. So yeah, when I got to pick the stage, I was like, okay, Yoshi's is gone, and I think Battlefield was gone. So I was like, okay, I need a place where I get room to wave dash. I need to go in and out with wave dashes, down smash, nair. And I picked Pokemon Stadium because that's like one of the larger stages and platforms, so I can dodge stuff. The problem is I forgot Fox and... I say I forgot, but it's actually just... it was a mistake in the moment. He picked Falco again, and if you know Fox and Falco, they're named Spaceys for a reason. They like their space, and Pokemon Stadium does have a lot of space for them. So basically I picked a stage that was very good for Falco, and I got decimated. I could not beat them, but the fact that I got one match was honestly far more than I expected. It was far more than I ever expected. I feel like... apparently the dude I was going to play in like regular round 1 was a Jigglypuff, so maybe things could have gone differently there. I'm not saying I'll have won the tournament or anything, far from it. But it would have been fun to also play the Jigglypuff. But these dudes, Falco and Youngling, those were really fun. This dude was really fun to play. That one person I got to play in the tournament, sadly, but this was really fun. So again, thank you to the server, thank you so much. And if you happen to know about any, like, Chile, Argentina, Brazil, any of those places with Slippi tournaments, and if you're in Buenos Aires specifically, if you know any locals, like actual tournaments, please let me know, because this was really fun. I would love to go to more. So thank you very much, and strength to melee, strength to P+. I have a P+ compilation on the plans, because I've been recording some matches. It wouldn't be like my typical videos, it would be more like, oh, well, not epic compilation, but it will be more like a compilation of matches, because I want to have some P+ content here. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Thank you again to the server. Thank you to... I forgot your name, I'm so sorry, but Falco and Youngling, dude, you're really fun to play against. I hope we get to play more, either tournament or not tournament. Thank you very much. Thank you for teaching me. And Marth, I'm sorry I ditched you, my dude. I will give you some love.